What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I'm just getting it now. I'm just changing to it now. There it is. Oh yes. If you don't know why I'm so excited about this, well, you probably can tell due to the. I'm sure when this video is uploaded to YouTube, the thumbnail will reflect why, or maybe even the title will reflect why I'm excited about this guy. It's so cool, man. Look at it. What a cool car. Now this is a Lincoln Continental, but it's not just any Lincoln Continental. This is a 1962 Lincoln Continental. And yeah, this was a car that was in a very, very big movie. It wasn't even that much in the movie, to be honest, but it was very cool. And the coolest thing about it is, look at its doors. Look at its suicide doors. So cool. What a cool car. And I want to mess around with this thing in today's video. I want to turn it into some sort of I don't know, to be honest with you. I kind of want to lower it. I want to give it some nice wheels. I don't know. I want to modernize it and make it look obviously modified, and even with the engine as well, we're gonna change that. But yeah, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drive this thing completely stock. 300 horsepower, 631 newton meters torque, which is a lot. But obviously it's the 60s, so it's got a massive engine, quite a lot of torque, no horsepower whatsoever. 7-liter V8 in it. Let's listen to it, see if they've done anything different. If they used any sort of new sound with this car that they didn't use before. I'm bringing it over here, somewhere away from festivals and that. I'm gonna raise my volume so I can actually hear it myself. Oh my god, it's so slow. I'm flooring it, by the way. Absolutely flooring it. That is so slow. That is really funny, how slow this thing is. Look at the interior, man. I love this car, though. Look at the temp gauge on the clock. It's like it's literally just the Lincoln emblem. This actually had really nice design to it. I love the exterior. I think the exterior looks beautiful. For a car from the 60s, where everything was just, let's just put it frankly, especially the early 60s, it was a bit ugly, especially American cars. They were very, very not that nice. Let's just say that. This thing had style. This thing had style. It's really nice. Very, very cool car. Even though it's all square still, but it's very cool. I love the headliner as well. I'm just looking at it now. It's like perforated leather in the headliner. Wood trim. I really like this car. Really, really like it. It's long, but it has like a low roofline. It just looks good. And like I said, the doors just do it for me. I think the suicide doors are so sick. Suspension's really soft, as you can see. Not very responsive car. I mean, it weighs what did I say? 2,600 kilos? It's heavy. It's very heavy. 2,200 kilos, sorry. That's heavy even by today's standards. This is a big car. Big car, heavy, not a lot of torque, not a lot of power for its weight. I mean, torque-wise, it should be good, but its peak torque is like a diesel. It's probably like between like 3,000 and 4,000 RPM, and then that's it. You have like 1,000 RPM of torque, and then that's it. You have to change gear. It's like in a diesel car where people are like, yeah, my diesel has like 900 newton meters of torque. Yeah, for about 500 RPM. For about 500 RPM you do. Then you have to change gear again. So unless you have a car with about 20 gears, it's not going to be that great. god. I'm still flooring it. Alright, as much as I love driving that, just like the way it is, because it's just jokes. Let's do stuff to it, because I'm excited to slam this thing into the floor, lower it, turn it into a lowrider again, because I feel like it's gonna look good. Again, visually, I didn't expect anything more than that, but I am gonna engine swap this thing. I'm not gonna keep the engine that's in it now because it's slow and boring. Actually, what I could do is I could keep the standard engine in it. I could supercharge it or turbocharge it, you know, not keep it NA, and we could just kind of increase the power. We could do that. I'm not gonna turbo it. I feel like supercharging it would probably be a better idea, and just build it up. Just build it up and see what we get from it. We can obviously get it to rev higher as well. We could. Oh my god, that is the biggest. That is the biggest difference I've ever seen in cams and valves. What? So we can go and change the way this thing revs from, it's up to what does that say? Like 5 and a bit? Say 5,200 RPM to 7,200 RPM. That's a lot. That is a massive jump. Alright, anyway. Let's keep upgrading this thing. I haven't changed the exhaust just yet because I want to hear if it sounds any different as well. So I'm going to do all of that. Should be... It's not that much lighter. It's actually a little bit heavier, but... Ooh, much better. I don't really like the race one. It's between the sports and the street one. Sports one. Sports one sounds good. Alright, let's see what we can do to it. And... Oh, it's low. Oh, it gets low. Oh, I like that. I really like that. I mean, look at it compared to stock. I really like that. Okay, drift suspension is going on. Anti-roll bars to stop it from rolling so much. I don't really care about the handling of this thing. I kind of just wanted to drive this thing and be just be a normal driving car. But I do want to lower it, and I do want to turn it into some sort of a lowrider because I just feel like it suits it so much if I do that. Track width as well. Bringing the wheels out. I mean, I kind of like the wheels being tucked in like that because it's reminiscent of an old car. But if I bring the track width out, it doesn't actually change that much. Same with the rear. Nah, see, the rear looks good when it's like just really far in like that. I don't know if I want to actually bring the wheels out. I really don't. Maybe with the first like stage or the first step. The same with the rear. Because if they just touch off the fenders, it just doesn't look good at all. Alright, now for the actual wheels themselves. Like, none of these are gonna suit this thing. I want something that's classy, but also aftermarket, if that makes sense. So, classy but also aftermarket. Rotorforms could work. Not these ones though, in a different selection. Rotorforms could work. Again, classy, but also old school, modified. I don't know what to pick for this thing. We don't really have many like old school style wheels for it. Put some Brabus wheels on this thing. Okay, I don't like any of the wheels there for this. I don't know. I really don't know what to pick. We have such a massive selection of wheels here, and I don't know what to pick for this thing. Seriously, I don't know what to actually pick. 1552s, I don't think would work well for this thing at all. HREs, I don't know. Like the stock wheels are just a bit too stock, you know, for my liking. See, Rotorforms have some interesting style wheels that you can pick from. You go from like anything deep dish to anything like that. which is why I thought rotiform would be a very good idea for a set of wheels. But now that I'm looking at them, I don't really know. Some work wheels. Again, I feel like this is another one of those cars that someone in Japan would own, and then they put on some crazy Japanese wheels on it. Work wheels actually don't look that terrible on it, to be honest with you. Wait a second, they actually don't look that bad. Again, still old school, but not too bad. I don't know. See, like, the old wheels just look way too, you know, I mean, they're cool, but it's just, nah. Okay, I'm gonna go with these wheels, and this is probably one of the only times where I think black could work well on this thing. I'm just gonna change them from 14s to, like, let's say 15 or 16s. If I go really big... Oh, actually, that doesn't even look that bad. Oh, damn. What have I done here? Would 20s work on this thing? I want to do it, I just to see what it's like in person. Oh, I don't know if I like this. It actually doesn't look that terrible, honestly. It really doesn't even look that bad. Oh, they look a bit too big, don't they? I don't even know, man. Alright, well, I'm gonna change now the tire width. Go nice wide tires for that, and then I'm gonna also do that so we can lower it even more. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that just for now, and I'll have a quick look at this thing and change a couple of things on it. This is probably the only one time where I'm actually more inclined to put black wheels on this thing. I'm also going to tint the windows as well. Let's have a quick look at some of the color options that we have available for this. I don't want to change them from black. I think black is the perfect color for this thing. Yeah, definitely going to keep it in black. Everything else, black wheels. Paint group 1, we have that, which I'm going to pick black. Paint group 2, we have, well, the center cap. That's going to go black as well. Then we have the inner barrel, which is also going to be black. And then the only thing that's going to be the chrome is going to be the outside lip, which is perfect. Brakes, black. I don't want anything on this car to not be darker in color. Like chrome and black, I think is the way to keep this car looking still good. I don't know. I kind of like it like this. I need to bring it out. I'm gonna bring it out on one of my maps where it's just fully low, and then I'll have a look at it. I'm also going to change my tune. I don't really want this thing to have 5 degrees of camera in the front, so maybe like slight camera, like 2 degrees or something like that would work fine here. Everything else, I'm going to soften the suspension, and I'm going to lower this as low as possible. Same with the dampers. I don't think dampers really cause that much of an effect there. Even tire pressure, I'm going to lower my tire pressure as low as possible, because this thing gets even lower then, like that. And then this is just so I can actually drive it. I'll just do that. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do to this thing. I don't really care about performance of it, because I think this is more about looks than anything else. So that's what I'm gonna do to it. So now it should be as low as it possibly could be at. Not a lot of camber. Nah, man, I think that looks good. I think I've done a good job with this thing. Let me know what you think. It sounds much nicer though, as well. That is a baller of a car though. I really like it. From the back it just looks like it's just hovering. Okay, cool. I'm bringing it on one of my maps where I can lower it even more for pictures and stuff. If I go to... Wait, that's the wrong thing. Hello? My maps, my events, my shared events. Okay, so we have this one, which is in the evening. I'm gonna go into... do I go into wet or do I go into a dry? Let's go to a wet day, because wet means... The reason why I put wet and dry ones, the wet ones actually have like puddles and stuff, which could help a little bit. Okay, it got a little bit lower. So basically these maps that I've made basically use the gravity multiplier in game to press it down more. So it presses the car down even more and makes it look a little bit more... Oh, that looks good. I may need to change my tire pressures because it looks like my tires are just flat. Yeah, it does look like my tires are flat. Let's let me go change my tire pressures. It's just, I mean, it does get the car to be a little lower, but it does also make my tires look very, very flat. So let's do that. See if that fixes it. A little bit, yeah. Yeah, they did fix it a little bit. They don't like clip into the ground as much. Well, that's it. That's what this looks like. And I think it looks great. The massive panels with all the reflections, I think it just make this car look very, very sick. I don't know where to bring this car to take pictures of it to turn it into the thumbnail that I have in mind. I really, really like it. I don't really care about driving this thing fast either. I just want to just cruise with it. Let's just stop it here. That is a good looking car. I'm actually kind of happy with the selection of wheels that I put on this thing. It's very, very low. Yeah, that looks great, in my opinion. Let me know if you've done anything else different to this car. If you've drifted it, if you took it drag racing or anything like that. I'm down to know what this car is capable of. But I think just a car like this, just to cruise around in, I absolutely love this thing. It looks beautiful. I love it. Alright, everyone. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you'll enjoy the thumbnail as well that I'm going to use for today's video. I'm going to try work hard on it and try to make it as interesting as possible. It'll actually probably be in a festival with the doors open. Honestly, I feel like that would be a good one. Side profile, doors open. That'll probably be a thumbnail. But it looks great. I really love the Continental that they added into this game. This is the one from The Matrix, which is why it immediately popped into my head. I'm like, yes, I can't believe that they added this car in the game. I don't think we've had this car in previous games either. I think this is actually new to this game, or like new to Forza. I don't know. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.